You know, there's a moment in life that sneaks up on you. You don't notice it at first. One day, you're out walking, maybe heading to the store or taking a stroll in the park, and you realize you're going slower than you used to. Maybe your legs feel a little heavier, maybe your knees ache before you've even gone halfway, or maybe you find yourself stopping to catch your breath when, just a few years ago, you could have walked that same path without even thinking about it, and you tell yourself, well, I guess this is just part of getting older. I've heard that sentence more times than I can count in my 35 years as a urologist and senior health advisor. I've heard it from fathers, mothers, grandparents, even folks who used to be athletes, and I'll tell you something I've learned. That phrase, just getting older, is often a myth we tell ourselves. Well, we don't know there's another way. Yes, aging changes our bodies. That's a fact. But what most people don't realize is that one of the biggest reasons our legs feel weaker, our balance feels off, or our walking becomes harder isn't just old age. It's muscle loss, and not just muscle loss from not exercising enough, but muscle loss because we're not giving our bodies the right fuel to keep those muscles strong. Think of your muscles like the foundation of a house. If that foundation starts to crumble, the whole structure above it becomes unstable. And the cement that keeps that foundation strong, that's protein. But here's the thing, most people over 60 aren't getting enough protein, or they're getting it from the wrong sources at the wrong times. I can't tell you how many patients I've had who eat what they think is a healthy diet, some toast for breakfast, maybe a salad for lunch, a little meat at dinner. But when we add up the numbers, they're falling far short of what their muscles actually need to stay strong. And the result, walking gets harder, steps feel heavier, balance gets worse, and independence starts to slip away, one slow step at a time. But here's the good news, and I really want you to hear this. It doesn't have to stay that way. You can rebuild strength. You can walk steadier, longer, and with more confidence, even if you haven't felt that way in years. And one of the simplest, most effective ways to start is by changing what's on your plate. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful protein foods that I've seen help people, men and women in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, walk strong again. These aren't expensive supplements or complicated diets. They're everyday foods you can find at your grocery store. Foods that work with your body to repair muscle, protect your bones, and give you the energy to keep moving. And along the way, I'm going to share real stories from my own patients of how these simple changes made a difference in their lives. Because I know, sometimes you don't just need the what, you need to see the how it's worked for someone just like you. So, if you've been feeling a little slower lately, if you've been worried about losing your balance, or if you simply want to feel stronger and more confident every time you take a step, stick with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to eat, starting today, to take back your strength, one meal at a time. Alright, let's get into the heart of this. I told you we're going to talk about 5 powerful protein foods that could help you walk strong again, and I want to make this practical. I'm not here to give you a list you'll forget by tomorrow. I'm here to give you foods you can actually put on your plate this week and start seeing changes in the way your legs feel, the way you move, and the way you lived out. 1. Eggs, nature's perfect protein. Let's start with something so simple, so common, that a lot of people overlook it. Eggs. When was the last time you really thought about what's on your breakfast plate? Not just grab something quick, but intentionally chose something to fuel your muscles? I'll never forget George, a 72-year-old retired carpenter. His hands still had strength from years of work, but his walk told a different story. Short, careful steps, like each one had to be negotiated. He said, "Doc, I can't even make it around my block without stopping to rest." I asked him what he usually ate in the morning. His answer, toast, jam, and coffee. And here's the thing, not a trace of protein. He'd also stopped eating eggs years ago because he'd heard they were bad for cholesterol. The truth, for most people, moderate egg consumption is perfectly safe, and skipping them means missing out on one of the most complete, easily absorbed proteins nature has to offer. Eggs contain all 9 essential amino acids, vitamin D to keep your bones strong, and choline to keep your brain sharp. The protein in eggs is so high quality that your muscles can put it to work almost immediately. I encourage George to start small. 1 boiled egg in the morning, maybe with some spinach or sliced tomatoes. Within a few weeks, he was up to 2 eggs a day. 3 months later, he walked into my office smiling, posture straighter, telling me he could now walk a full mile without stopping. Doc, can you picture that? Waking up in the morning, your legs ready to carry you wherever you want to go. No heaviness, no sluggish start, just steady, confident steps. Quick tips: start your day with protein to give your muscles fuel early. Boil several eggs ahead of time for grab-and-go convenience. Pair with veggies for extra vitamins and fiber. But what if you want something that also helps calm achy joints while building muscle? That's where the next food comes in. 2. Salmon. Protein with a side of joint relief. Have you ever stood up after sitting for a while and felt your knees protest? That first stiff step, that little crunch or resistance that makes you hesitate, that's where salmon can be a game changer. Linda, 69, was a retired teacher and an avid gardener, but lately, her knees were sending her the stop signal far too soon. She avoided fish because she thought it was smelly and hard to cook. We started simple: salmon fillet, brushed with olive oil, sprinkled with lemon juice and fresh herbs, baked for 15 minutes. Twice a week, no fuss. Sometimes she swapped in canned salmon for a quick salad. After a month, she said, "Doc, my knees don't yell at me as much anymore." Why? Salmon provides high-quality protein along with omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation in muscles and joints. Less inflammation means less stiffness, less pain, and easier movement. And the B vitamins in salmon help your body produce energy so you don't run out of gas halfway through the day. Imagine this: you sit down to a dinner that smells like fresh lemon and herbs, knowing that every bite is quietly making tomorrow's walk easier and more comfortable. Quick tips: aim for 2 to 3 servings a week. Canned salmon is budget-friendly. Just look for low-sodium versions. Bake or steam instead of deep frying to keep it heart healthy. But what if you really don't like fish? No problem. The next food is lean, easy to prepare, and fits into almost any meal. 3. Chicken breast. The reliable muscle builder. Have you ever felt drained halfway through doing something and you used to breeze through, like gardening, golfing, or even just walking the dog? Frank, 75, knew exactly what that felt like. He loved golf, but lately, by the 9th hole, his energy was gone. His diet, mostly carbs, very little lean protein. We added skinless chicken breast to his meals 3 times a week, grilled or lightly pan-seared in olive oil with garlic and rosemary. No heavy breading, no creamy sauces. Within 6 weeks, Frank wasn't just finishing 18 holes. He still had enough energy for dinner with friends afterward. His posture improved. His swing felt smoother, and he said he just felt more solid. Chicken breast offers complete protein, rich in niacin and selenium to support metabolism and immunity. With very little saturated fat, it's perfect for building lean, functional muscle. Picture this: a golden, juicy piece of chicken on your plate alongside fresh greens. A meal that makes tomorrow's walk lighter and more effortless. Quick tips: use a portion about the size of your palm. Marinate in olive oil and herbs for flavor and heart health. Use leftovers in salads or wraps for easy lunches. Animal protein is great, but one of the most powerful muscle-building foods actually grows right out of the ground. For lentils, the plant protein powerhouse. Do you believe plant protein is somehow weaker than meat? Sarah, 68, did. For her, lentils were just a side dish. But she agreed to try them, lentil soup twice a week. Then she started adding them to salads, stews, even cold bean salads in the summer. A month later, she told me, "Doc, I can dance through my whole class without taking a break now." Lentils pack 18 grams of protein per cooked cup, along with iron to deliver oxygen to your muscles and magnesium to help them relax and recover. Paired with brown rice or whole grains, you get a complete protein profile, just like meat. Think about it: the comforting aroma of a pot of lentil soup simmering on a chilly evening, or the crisp, refreshing taste of a lentil salad on a warm day. Every bite fueling your legs and keeping you steady. Quick tips: affordable and quick to cook. Make a big batch and refrigerate for easy meals. Pair with rice or whole grains for a full amino acid profile. And finally, a protein source that doesn't just build muscle, it also helps your digestion, so your body can use every bit of nutrition you eat. 5. Greek yogurt. Protein meets gut health. When was the last time a snack left you feeling both satisfied and healthier? Tom, 70, has sworn off yogurt because it's all sugar, and he was right. Most flavored yogurts are closer to dessert than health food. But when he tried plain Greek yogurt, He was surprised, thick, creamy, and it kept him full for hours. Within 2 months, not only was his walking steadier, but his digestion improved, and he felt less bloated. Greek yogurt offers a high protein content to preserve muscle, calcium to keep bones strong, and probiotics to support gut health, which in turn helps you absorb more nutrients from all your other meals. Picture this: a cool, velvety spoonful of Greek yogurt, topped with fresh berries and crunchy walnuts, a snack that strengthens your body from the inside out. Quick tips: choose unsweetened versions. Add fruit or nuts for flavor and extra nutrition. Enjoy as breakfast or an afternoon snack. Making these foods work even better. It's not just what you eat, it's how to eat it. Your body can only use a certain amount of protein at a time to repair muscle. That's why spreading your intake, aiming for 20 to 30 grams per meal, works better than loading it all into dinner. Pair protein with movement. Do 10 sit-to stance from a chair. Try gentle wall push-ups. Go for a brisk walk, swinging your arms to pump blood to your muscles. And don't forget water. Muscles need hydration to work and recover. So, let's take a step back for a moment and think about where we started. We began with something so simple: the way walking can change after 60. Those shorter steps, the hesitation before you rise from a chair, the feeling that your legs just aren't on your side anymore. And now, after walking through these 5 protein-rich foods, I hope you can see something clearly. It's not about getting old. It's about giving your body what it still needs, what it's been quietly asking for, so it can keep carrying you wherever you want to go. I've seen this story play out more times than I can count. Men and women in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who thought the chapter on strong, confident walking was over until they made small but powerful changes in the kitchen. George started his mornings with eggs instead of empty toast, and he found his stride again. Linda added salmon twice a week and felt her knees loosen and her garden call her back. Frank swapped starchy dinners for chicken and found himself walking off the 18th hole with a smile instead of a sigh. Sarah let lentils into her pantry, and suddenly her Zumba class didn't leave her searching for a chair. Tom made Greek yogurt a daily habit, and both his digestion and his step became lighter. These aren't overnight miracles. They're the result of showing up for your body every day, giving it the building blocks it needs to keep you steady, mobile, and free. And here's something important. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet tomorrow. You don't have to eat all 5 foods at once. You just have to start. Pick one. Put it on your plate this week. Notice how you feel, then add another. Because the truth is, strength after 60 isn't built in a gym alone. It's built in your kitchen, in the quiet moments when you choose fuel over filler. It's built in the little choices that tell your body, I still need you. I still trust you. I'm still in this with you, and I promise you, the body listens. Even after years of feeling slower, it will respond to care, to consistency, and to the right nourishment. I've seen it happen, and not just in my patients, but in myself. So here's my challenge to you. Before the week is out, go shopping. Pick up 1 or 2 of these foods, put them where you'll see them, and every time you take a bite, remember, you're not just eating for today's meal, you're eating for tomorrow's walk, next month's hike, next year's dance at your granddaughter's wedding. You've spent a lifetime carrying others, children, families, responsibilities. Now, it's time to carry yourself strong and steady into the years ahead. If this video has given you even one idea you can use, I'd be honored if you'd like it. Share it with someone who might need the same encouragement, and subscribe for more senior health advice. And tell me in the comments, which of these 5 foods will you start with? I read every single one, because the journey to stronger steps doesn't start with a marathon. It starts with a single, well-fueled step, and you can take that step today.